Here's how the conversation goes. My wife will say to me, "What do you want for dinner?" I'll say, "I don't know, darling, what do you want for dinner?" And my wife will say, "How about some Chinese takeout?" And I'll say, "Yeah, give me the phone. I'll call in the order." My wife said, "Nah, why don't you make some Chinese takeout?" I'm like, oh boy, now the pressure's really on. Because I got to make Chinese takeout. I got to make it as good as Chinese takeout. And I got to make it healthy. That's why you subscribe to this channel. So you can satisfy that craving for Chinese takeout with some good recipes. And you know what? It's going to be healthy. You know why? Because it's going to be almost vegan. So subscribe to this channel. Get your recipes, your healthy recipes, and satisfy that craving for Chinese takeout. Like today, boneless barbecued ribs, Chinese takeout style. So let's get cooking. We're going to use organic 3-grain tempeh. Now what is tempeh? It's made from soybeans. It's a soybean product. This has some extra grains in it. It's got some rice, some barley, and some milk. So it's got an extra punch to it. Very good stuff. I get this at Trader Joe's. And that's what it looks like. It's like a slab of rice. Very nice. Very good. Now here's where I have to treat it. I have to slice it so it looks like pieces of barbecue pork. So I cut it on the bias, about 30 degrees. And that's what you have, pieces like that. Beautiful. Now here's a little trick. What I'm going to do, because I want that texture, I want the texture, like a texture of as close to barbecue pork as I can get. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to saute the tempeh, a little bit of oil, to give it that brown color. That'll give it some richness, like a roast barbecue pork, and a little better texture. There we go. While I'm preheating my pan to saute my tempeh in, I have to get the ingredients together. It's going to give it that barbecue flavor. It's going to be delicious. You check this out. The first thing I'm going to add is chopped garlic. 1 clove of chopped garlic. Chop that really fine. See how fine that is? Chop it really fine. Or else you get big chunks of garlic in your seasoning. It's not good. Next I need to add some sugar. Okay, you see there's a lot of sugar in Chinese food. 2 tablespoons of sugar. 5 spice powder. If you've never worked with 5 spice powder, let me show you how it comes. 5 spice powder. Okay, this is mostly star anise. It's got some annatto seed in it. It's got some cinnamon in it. It's got some cloves in it. It got like 5 spices. That's why I call it 5 spice powder. It's got 5 spices in it. It's very good. It's like sweet, but it's not sweet. It's a seasoning. Very Chinese. When you taste this, you say, "Oh, that's what gives spare ribs that taste." Okay, so half a teaspoon, that's it. Little goes a long way. Only half a teaspoon 5 spice powder. This is all my Chinese ingredients I put together here. And what it is soy sauce. 2 tablespoons soy sauce. I use the low sodium soy sauce. I don't need all that salt. The low sodium is enough. It's good. It's got enough salt in it. So I use low sodium soy sauce. 2 tablespoons shaoxing wine. Okay? Shaoxing wine. If you were to describe this, it would be like a dry sherry. So I'm going to use 1 tablespoon shaoxing wine. You can get this in a Chinese store. If you don't have it, use dry sherry. 1 tablespoon. Good stuff. Hoisin sauce. 2 teaspoons. And I got vegetarian. You can't always find vegetarian hoisin sauce. So if you can't find vegetarian, use regular hoisin sauce. Hey, that's why we're almost vegan. Don't sweat the details. Regular hoisin sauce will do just fine. I just happen to find vegetarian. Okay, and last is some sesame oil. Only half a teaspoon sesame oil, and all mixed together. That's going to give a nice Chinese flavor. Hey, by the way, all the ingredients are listed below in the description. So check it out. If you're going to make it, you can scroll down to the description and write down all the ingredients and then make it. Because there's quite a few ingredients. A lot of them I try to use ingredients that are readily available, but still it's a lot of ingredients. Hey, it's Chinese food. It's takeout. There's a lot of ingredients. What can I tell you? It's going to be delicious. Then I have 2 teaspoons of ketchup. Hey, ketchup's important because it's sweet and sour and tomato. It's got that great flavor. The ketchup I use, the ketchup of my choice, is Heinz. Okay? Heinz, to me, is like, if I'm going to use mayonnaise, I always use Hellmann's, because Hellmann's is the best. When you talk about ketchup, Heinz is the best. So I always use Heinz. And I mix that with 2 tablespoons of orange juice. Ketchup and orange juice. Orange juice also is nice and sweet and sour, naturally. So it's a good ingredient in here. I mix that all together. Like that. Beautiful. I'm going to use grapeseed oil. I like grapeseed oil. It has no flavor. It has high smoking point. Wonderful. You can use vegetable oil. You can use whatever you like. But no olive oil, no. Sesame oil, no. It has too much flavor. You want something neutral. Grapeseed oil is good. Vegetable oil is good. Canola oil is good. Grapeseed oil. A good tablespoon. Cover the bottom of the pan very nicely. Hey, if you want to know if it's hot, take a little water on your finger. You hear that? That's hot. I'm going to put these slices all around. Let that cook a little bit. It's got to brown. Don't mess around too much with it. Put it in the pan and let it cook a little bit. Let one side get brown. Then turn it over, let the other side get brown. And then it'll be delicious. Nice texture. Good nutty flavor. Woo! This is going to be wonderful. Look at that color. Nice and brown. Like a nice golden brown. Okay, I checked the other side. Okay? It's nice. Nice color. So I lower the fire. And then I'm going to add this seasoning, this marinade. Wonderful. Remember I just made this marinade? Wonderful. So, but make sure the fire's a little low. That's why I let it cool a little bit. Hey, if I put that seasoning in when it's too hot, that liquid, it's going to boil right off. You don't want that. You want it to simmer with that tempeh and get absorbed into that tempeh and taste really good. Just like Chinese Takeout barbecued spare ribs. It's going to be great. Hey, once about half the liquid is absorbed, I'm going to put in my secret ingredient. You ready? 1 tablespoon of maple syrup. Ooh, look at that all over the place. You can use honey if you'd rather. I think maple syrup's a little bit healthier and give it a nice flavor. Honey's classical. You can use honey if you want. Okay, so I shut the fire off now. Added the maple syrup. Then turn the fire off. I toss the tempeh one more time. Get that all covered with that maple syrup, sticky, gooey goodness. I'm going to take it out of the pan and put on a plate. Like that. What I have left is this sticky, gooey, like syrupy sauce. I'm going to drizzle this sauce over this tempeh. Look at that. Woo! It's going to be delicious. Hey, anything you use bacon for? Use this instead. Look how good that looks. Oh my goodness. That smells delicious. Smells just like Chinese Takeout. Boneless barbecue pork. Wow. That's terrific. Okay, so you can use on top of fried rice. You can use on top of lo mein. You can use on top of stir-fried vegetable. You can use it on anything you want. Leave it cold, put it on top of salad, noodle salad. So many uses. Anything you use barbecue pork for. Substitute this. Healthy. No pork. No meat products. Very nice. You want to know what else is nice? Check out my Tso Cauliflower recipe. Wow, that's terrific also. I'll see you there.